was always emphasized. In fact, one of the first books that our Imam asked us to read was the life of Prophet Muhammad. Now, that was for information, basically to help us to strengthen ourselves informationally. But at the same time, if you listen to his talks were relevant to what Islam says about him and about his life. In fact, man has been created with the capacity to change his disposition. And Prophet Muhammad, he actually changed his disposition first. He changed himself from the way that he saw the world into what Allah wanted him to see and how he wanted him to see the world. So character can make people believe in you. For instance, Muhammad our Prophet was a man of character, a man of integrity, a man of trust. So now when we think about Muhammad the Prophet, praise, peace, and blessings be upon him, then think about him in his initial beginning when he was trying to teach Islam among his people. How they denied him, how they told one another, oh, well, that man don't know what he's talking about. He's just gesturing, he's just blowing off steam. Now, look at yourself. When you start talking to your relatives about Islam, look how they look at you. Say, well, oh, yeah, Jesus, so and so and so and so and so. You know, now, that's all good that they want to believe in what they believe in, but it is equally important that you believe in what you believe in. It is equally important that you are able to express to them in a logical way in which that you come out agreeing rather than fighting. Because after all, in fact, we fight with one another. Oh, well, you know, it don't sound like somebody. Somebody told me that it goes this way. Somebody said, well, no, the ideology or the philosophy should say this or should say that. Why are we, the Quran asks us the question, why are we arguing with each other? Not only do it ask the Jews or the Christians, why are you arguing with each other because you got the same book? Or they read from the same book. But we got the same Quran, we got the same belief, but yet we argue with each other. So that is something that has to change. So again, I'd like to mention what disposition points to. Disposition is a natural or an acquired habit or characteristic tendency for a person or thing. Now, person, we're talking about a two-legged human being. A thing, we could be talking about a bear, could be talking about a chicken, a cow, something of that nature. But it is associated with a mood. It is associated with a mood. A mood of what? In each and every one of us, we have a mood. Something that rouses us to act or behave in a certain pattern or a certain way. So our leader, Imam Waqidi Muhammad, he has given us many examples of how we are to view our environment. Because after all, it is your environment that will shape you. And later on, as we go down, we'll get into bits of this, what I'm talking about. So I encourage you to just be attentive, because as it comes up, then you will be able to cross your T's and put in the dots. So again, this talk is on a note that will help us all be familiar with the life of Prophet Muhammad. Prayers, peace, and blessings be upon him. Because after all, it was the year 610 AC after Christ, when the Creator sent his angel Jibril, the angel Jibril, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, that whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decide to save a people, he always sends one of his angels. But this particular angel is Jibril. And that Jibril, he was the one that actually brought the message. Although the message that we see now, it may appear old, but it's not really old. It's brand new. Because as we get into our full understanding of what the Quran is trying to tell us, then we'll discover for ourselves that this message is something of what I just said, a discovery. And it will help you be able to discover yourself. It carries the power to help us change. Our Imam mentioned on numerous occasions about change, but he referred to it as positive change. Because without positive change, then we're defeating our purpose. Our move is going backwards rather than going forward. And that it helps us to evolve the man in his role, and helping them to see what God would have them see by us being regardful to each other, by us being respectful to each other. That's what our beloved Prophet Muhammad did. He was regardful to even his enemies. But he was not a man who backtrack or give up or deny the fact that what he had wasn't right. But he always was regardful. By being respectful and by being regardful, you win over people. I'll give you an example. See, if a Muslim really lives their religion in the public and look the part of a Muslim in the public, Christians, they look at you. They're observing you. They're observing your behavior. They already have identified you as a Muslim. But if your behavior and your conduct is not in agreement with your label, then they're going to say you false. And this happens a lot. You know, just by you trying to practice and be a Muslim, they will come up to you on your job and they shake your hand, give you a little bow, a little whatever. Why? Because they're recognizing you a disposition that the other ones don't have. They see it. You see, character is something that you can't hide. The behavior of Prophet Muhammad, prayer, peace, and blessing, whether be upon him, you can't hide that behavior. He never hid it. He always spoke direct. Even when he came to his people and he said, well, if I told you that on the other side of this hill was a cavalry, you have gathered there and now they advancing upon you to possibly do harm to you. Would you believe me? They said, yes, Muhammad, we believe you. Now this is from the life of Prophet Muhammad, okay? But also this is from what our leading man Muhammad has spoke about on occasions and most frequently before his passing and his soul rest in peace. So would you believe me? Yes. But then when he put the question to them that he was the messenger of God and that he was sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help them get out of the situation of false worship. Then they started looking at him cross-eyed. So, now you want us to break with tradition. Yeah, you want us to break with tradition now. Oh, no, buddy. I can't go that route. Why can't you go that route if I'm telling you the truth? Why you can't go that route is because you don't want change. You want to stay the same. It's just like if we want to work to be Muslims in this day and time in 2016, then we got to put forth a greater effort. If you're not putting forth a greater effort to live the life of a Muslim and to be Muslim, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put in your nature to be, then you don't want to change. No, you don't want to change. You want to stay the same. And that you fear taking control of your environment as Allah has wanted you to. So if we see ourselves in a disposition where we're lacking in establishments, why? It's because we don't want change. We want someone else to do the work for us, the work that we should be doing for ourselves. This is your leader. He told us this long time ago. So if you hear something sound familiar or similar, it's because you heard it already. Yes. So, remember the Quran said, read in the name of your Lord. Who created? Read in the name of your Lord. Who Lord? Your Lord. Now before Prophet Muhammad, even before we even heard the word of Allah. When Jibreel came to the Prophet, he came to the Prophet with your Lord. He didn't come to the Prophet with Allah, which is a good expression. It gives a conclusion. But nonetheless, he came. He said, read in the name of your Lord who created. created you from a small life germ.